Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am QuickGCC, and in this video I am going to go over the most recent updates with the most recent event, which is going to be the Magic Key and the Dragon Secret Treasure event. So I must apologize for being not consistent with videos. I actually have been very busy with work, so actually not working at my regular location, so not being able to do as much as I would like to do. But now I should be able to do more things with in terms of making more videos. So hopefully things actually do go well. So please bear with me. So pretty much first things first. Yeah. So it's a new event. So the Magic Key and the Dragon Secret Treasure event. So that's actually been going on since February 12th. So you can actually see around here, you're going to see a bunch of treasure chests that are going to be on the field. That's going to be the main part of this event. So with these are going to be the unlockable treasure chests. So with this, you're actually going to find ways of opening these. So with that, you're actually going to have this particular place in your event portal in which you can actually unlock the treasure chest. So in the case of here, you need to put you can have a max of 3 treasure chests on these particular magic circles. So right now I'm placing them here, and here it actually takes a certain amount of time for you to unlock them. So that will actually help you unlock them, but you actually do have a chance to unlock them using specific keys. So the keys can be gotten through special missions or by fighting certain enemies. So this enemy that we're talking about is going to be found over here. This is going to be the undead priest. So with this particular enemy, you're actually going to choose what level you would like to fight it. So you have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So beginner, pretty much you're only going to have the lower grade keys that will be available, or that will come out as a item once you defeat the enemy. Then for the intermediate, you'll have the kind of good grade key. Then for the advanced, you're going to have the good grade, and you're also going to have these special grade keys that are going to be used to actually unlock the chest. So in this case here, if you look, I actually do have a special key, but I do not have any special chests in my inventory. So if I did have one, I could actually unlock it automatically without having to use the magic circles in order to unlock them. So that's going to be that there. So in terms of fighting these priests, you're going to actually have to do a couple of things. You're actually going to be able to collect mystical fragrant fruit in the game. So going to be this little symbol over here. So these items can bring out the these are called the death priests. So pretty much it's going to bring out the, when you use 1000 of these for 10 minutes, it's going to bring out these particular enemies. So what I can do is actually show you what the battle is like, but with the team that I have on, it's actually not going to go very well. But the not the latest banner, but the banner before the current one actually has a good weapon to go against that. So real quickly, going to go ahead and use, and I'll be right back with a better team. So now that I'm at with my better team, I'm actually going to go into a battle with the Death Priest. So right over here. So with this particular team, things actually do work out quite well. So going to use breath damage. So with that particular ability, if you remember, it does have a chance to blow away enemies. So sometimes I can actually blow away the Death Priest. That actually does work well. But this weapon here, so this is going to be the Galactic Space-Time Whip. That actually does pretty well against the Death Priest. But the Death Priests are, especially in the advanced level, they're recommended for a special classes level 65. If they're able to attack consecutively, one after another, they can actually wreck your team. So you actually need to be careful. But hopefully, so see right there, I did get a magic key for a good type of chest. So next, I'm going to show you one more battle. So they can appear from one with particular enemies from the field, or they can appear two or three. So like there, you saw that I actually blew away two of the enemies, one of them being the Death Priest. So again, the Dragon Queen's Claw of the Dragon Queen actually does work out quite well for this particular battle. Or I should say to fight this particular enemy. And there got a just an average key. So here I actually will try one more battle. So here going up against three. So let's see if I can blow any enemies away here. None, but that's actually okay. So here, this could actually do some pretty good damage. We'll see what happens. So, ooh, yeah. So like that there. And there I got actually a special key. So like I said, you can actually just open a chest if you have the key. So for example, I do have a good key, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and open this chest automatically without having it to put it in a magic circle. So here I got these particular items here. So I actually have already completed getting all the special items. The items that you mainly get for this particular quest are going to be, or for this particular event, using this here are going to be cosmetic gear, so which I do have all of them already. But besides that, we're also going to have the most current updates as well. First one, go over here. So the Valentine's Day quest. So with this, completing the Valentine's Day quest, you'll actually be able to get 100 banner tickets for the previous banner, which is going to be the space-time Dragon Clan banner. So that's going to be that there. And you'll also get a special Valentine Day chocolate, which is going to be a recovery item. So there was a special enemy that came out in herds that gave you XP. Unfortunately, I was not able to cover them because that particular part of the event actually finished on February 22nd. But besides that, over here, we're also going to have a new mileage pass, which is going to be the Treasure Pass. So with the Treasure Pass, this is actually going to be good if you really want to get through the treasure chest. This is actually going to be good as it does have an effect that lowers the amount of time by 20% for unlocking the treasure chest. So this particular pass is going to be purchasable for 100 or 1,000 gems, going to be available for purchase from February 12th to March 5th, going to be a 30-day period in which it will be active on the field. So with this, you'll actually have special missions in order to get different keys. So in average, a good and also special. You'll also have your regular mileage pass as well, and like I said, 20% reduction of time for the magic circles. So that's going to be that there. So in terms of the special mission for the keys, walking 3,000 steps will get you an average key, 6,000 steps a good key, and 10,000 steps a special key. Then again, for your average special mileage card, you're going to have 3,000 max mileage points for both tapping on recovery spots and doing battles, and 4,000 mileage points for actually walking steps. So again, 20% reduction in terms of the time taken to open the treasure chest in the magic circles. So that's what that pass is going to be used for. But now what I want to do is go over the most recent updates, which can be found right over here. So pretty much from February 26th, we're going to have event quest 3, sorry about 1 and 2. We're going to have a new mega monster that is going to be the king mimic. I'll go over more about that particular enemy later. We're also going to have the second half of the login bonus, so which is going to be for 1,000 unpurchased or unpurchased gems. Then we're also going to have another power up. Most recently we had, I believe it was the dragon power up. Now we're going to actually have the power up for the Archmage as well. And then we're also going to have inventory capacity increases for certain things. So for example, equipment, your souls, soul pearls, and also your monster companions. Then on March 5th, we're going to have the ending quest for the event. We're also going to have the high difficulty quest as well, and we're also going to have the white day present quest. So for here again, event quest 3 is available, so just pretty much clear it to just get some gems. So available from February 26th to March 12th. And here, this is going to be the new Mega Monster, which is going to be the King Mimic, going to be available from March 26th to April 9th. But with this particular new Mega Monster, we're also going to have a special mission. So with the special mission, if you defeat a certain number of Mega Monsters, you'll actually be able to get up to 100 banner tickets for the new banner, which is going to be the Scarlet Sage banner. Again, we're going to have a login bonus, so for 1,000 gems. So again, pretty much log in as much as you can in order to actually get all 1,000 of the free gems. And here, this is going to be the power up for the Archmage. Then here, this is going to be pretty much everything in terms of the inventory capacity increases. So in terms of your equipment, you're going to get a 200 capacity increase for souls, a 300 capacity increase for your soul pearls, a 200 capacity increase, and for your Mega Monster companions, you're going to be able to get a plus 200 to the capacity. So all the numbers here are going to be the max allowable capacities that you can actually have. Then over here, this is going to be the new banner. So this is going to be the Shinku no Kenja banner, which is going to be the Scarlet Sage banner. So this is going to be what it looks like for both Type 1 and Type 2 characters. So for this particular banner, this banner is going to have the magic base. So this particular weapon is going to be called the Paradox Staff. So going to be very similar to the Lapis Staff, going to have somewhat similar abilities, but also going to be a bit different as well. So the main ability of this particular weapon is going to be called Forbidden Burst, which is going to be worth 74 MP. This does massive EO spell damage to one enemy, prevents their tension from building up, and has a chance of lowering their tension as well. Then after that, we're going to have a support skill, which is going to be called Shinma Kaiho, which is True Demon Unleashed. So this is going to be somewhat similar to Battle Demon Unleashed. So this is going to cost 45 MP, and it gives the wielder mana level 1, and spell crits become super spell crits. But the MP recovery effects are lowered for some abilities, and the wielder will ignore commands. So just like Battle Demon Release, so pretty much we'll just use all their MP to do the most powerful attacks. After that, we're going to have an ability that we have seen before. That was going to be on, I believe, the Lapis staff as well. So this is going to be my Justice. So with my Justice, it costs 20% of your max MP. What it does, it removes 1 to 4 buffs from one enemy with some exceptions, and this can only be used twice during battle. Then this particular weapon is only going to have one sudden activation ability, so that's actually a bit different from weapons that we have seen in the past couple of years. So this particular sudden activation ability is going to be called Ikinari Tension Up, which is sudden tension up. This is going to cost 7 MP. At the start of the battle, tension level has a chance to increase 1 to 2 levels. For each increase in tension level, special bonuses are granted to some class traits, so most likely going to be, since this is going to be geared toward an Archmage, most likely going to be toward the special class traits of the Archmage. So going to be, for example, Echo the Magus or Multicast. Then over here, we're going to have 2 challenges for this particular weapon. So the first one is going to be called Soul Steal. So with Soul Steal, this is going to cost 6 MP. And during battle, when the wielder does actions that lowers enemy tension, they will consume 6 MP and will have a chance to have their tension level increased by 1. So next, we're also going to have another one called Soul Extension. So Soul Extension also MP cost is 6 MP. So during battle, when the wielder does actions that lowers the tension of enemies twice, they will consume 6 MP and will increase the duration of buffs by 1 turn. So their own buffs. So that's going to be that particular challenge there. Then down over here, we're going to actually have the equipment for this weapon. So this is going to be the Scarlet Demon Horns, the Scarlet Robe chest, and the Scarlet Robe leggings. So with here, they're all going to have pretty much the same stats as you can see here. So the first stat being plus 3% to spell crit skill damage if it's sunny outside, plus 4% to your spell crit rate, and plus 7% to spell damage. So pretty much just like any of the recent banners, we're going to have a special 1,000, 2,000 purchase gem 10 chest draws going to be available, which you're guaranteed at least 1 5-star gear, but may not necessarily be from this banner though. So please do this at your own leisure. Then besides that, of course, we're going to have, for every 3,000 gems used for a 10 chest draw, you will receive a stamp, and on the 6th, 10th, 16th, and 20th stamps, you will get a pickup in which you are guaranteed a 5-star piece of equipment, but it might not be from this specific banner. So, but if you remember, on the 20th stamp, you will also get the weapon for this banner. So for this particular banner, we're going to have the one-shot Archmage selection. So equipment from the Redis of the Great Sky banner and the New Year 2023 Archmage banner will also appear in chest draws for the Scarlet Sage banner. So this banner is going to be available from February 26th to April 2nd. Then down over here we're going to have information about the latest Mega Monster. So that is going to be the King Mimic. So the King Mimic is going to be on the field from February 26th to April 9th. So definitely you have some time to get the souls for this particular enemy. But pretty much similar to enemies that we have seen in the past, they're going to actually start off with some resistances. So, but unlike the enemies of the past, the King Mimic is going to actually start off with not just resistances, but also weaknesses as well. So starting off, it'll have a 30% resistance to weapon resistance. Physical technique resistance going to be 10%. Spell resistance is minus 30%, so going to be very weak to spell damage, and then plus minus 10% to breath resistance. So that's actually going to be quite good. So spells and breath damage are going to be what you want to do for this particular Mega Monster. But again, depending on the Mega Monster's tension level, these resistances will change. So if you lower that tension, it's going to be able to take more damage. Then pretty much since this particular Mega Monster is going to be recommended for level all 70 special classes, you will receive the special once per day perk that allows you to take less damage in a Mega Monster battle, as long as it is the first Mega Monster that you fight in the day. So please remember that. So for this video, that's all that I actually want to go over. So again, I apologize for not uploading as much as possible, as often as I would like, but definitely I hope to have more videos coming soon. What most likely I will do next is going to be a weapon breakdown of the previous weapon, which is going to be the Galactic Space Time Whip. So as you saw in the battle with the Death Priest. So please stay tuned with that. But with that said, I'm going to end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.